Okay, let's use that same spreadsheet example and actually type it into a spreadsheet, into Microsoft Excel. So what would it look like if we took that same spreadsheet that we were writing with the formulas and the functions and typed it into Excel instead? So first I have to type in my table with my data. And you would notice that when I typed, it looks like it goes over into the next cell, correction pen and correction tape here. But looking up into my formula bar, I'm clicked on A5 and my formula bar has correction pen. If I click into B5, which it looks like it's going over into, it's not. You see B5 in your formula bar is empty. So you don't skip any of the cells, right? You type in each one. Okay. Correction pen has not been lost though. It has not been erased. It's still there. Correction tape 2, looking up into the formula bar. Now, I want to see the text though. So I'm going to resize my column here, placing my cursor in between the column letters on the line in between and just drag and drop. Okay, first formula, subtotal equal B2 multiplied by C2. And something interesting showed up here. Notice that the cell addresses are colored as well as the actual cell has that colored border. Now, gonna press enter. Ah, and look what happened. The actual calculation, the answer appeared. So if I click on the answer, look in the formula bar, I'm still going to see the formula. Let's type another one. Right, that looks correct based on the color coding. Enter. Oh, I put a dot. Let's get rid of the dot. Right, there we go. Okay, so that's working. Now imagine if I had rows and rows of this to type. That's a lot of formulas to type. So instead, we're going to use a little shortcut. If we type the first one, we're going to use something called autofill. And there's an autofill handle to the corner of our cell. So you notice any cell I click on, there's a border. And to the corner, to the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little square. If you put your cursor on that square, the cursor will change. And now I can drag and drop, and it will automatically put in my formulas for me. The only trick is that you need to type in the first formula, and then it will copy and paste the rest of the formulas for you. So that's what autofill does. Autofill will copy and paste a formula or function for you. All right, going back to this, let's see. We had profit, and sale price. It's E2 plus B2, right? According to my color codes, it looks correct. And I could type my next formula or I can autofill. Good, those are formulas. Right, now let's try functions. So I'm going to start with the sum of my subtotals here. I'm going to type my heading first. And you notice how the heading goes over into the next cell, but remember, it really doesn't. This one is D2 colon D6. And notice the color border expands according to my range. So I know I have the correct range. All right, good. So my function is in, but my heading kind of looks cut off. So I could expand, I could resize my column, or instead of that, I'm going to use in my home tab, there's something called wrap text. All right. And it's what it does, it puts a number of lines within a single cell. Right. Next one. I want the average of the quantities. Let me wrap text that. Okay, the S in quantities is gone. Right, move things around. So you notice I could even drag and drop on my rows as well. So equal average, open bracket, C2 colon C6. Yes, there we go. Right, now I want my largest sale price, and then I want my smallest sale price. Wrap text these two. Okay, largest, so let's see, that's max. And smallest is min. Ooh, now look, my range is too long. I only want the sale prices. I don't want this last one. So let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. And the last one we had was number of products. Wrap text. Equal count A2 colon A6. Now it says 0. Why? We said this. Count only happens on on numbers. So we need to find a column with numbers. So what I did, I just clicked in my formula bar and my formula came back up. I'm going to change it here. And look at that. The number shows up. Yay. Good.